Hello everyone. I hope everyone is doing good. Now in this session, I will explain question number 4 of exercise 2.4 of chapter fractions and decimal. This is the last sum of exercise 2.4 students, and I will also give you an explanation on question number 1 of exercise 2.5. So let's start with question number 4. Now I just want to say one more thing, that in question number 4 there are 8 sums, boys. So as you see, I'm going to explain you 4 sums, and the next 4 sums would be your homework. Okay, so let's begin with sum number 1 of question number 4. So this is what question number 4, sum number 1, 2 by 5 divided by 1 by 2. So it's very easy, very similar to question number 3, 2 and 1 of exercise 2.4. So we'll keep the left hand side fraction as intact. Now in place of division sign, we'll put multiplication sign, and for when we are doing this, we know that the right hand side fraction of division will be reciprocal. That means 2 by 1. So your final answer would be 2 2s are 4 and 5 1s are 5. Okay, so this is your final answer for question number 1. Now let's move on to sum number 3. Sum number 3, what we have? 3 by 7. 3 by 7 give division sign. 8 by 7. 8 by 7. So we'll do the same thing, students. We'll do the same thing. We will not put a imply sign, we'll put equals to sign. Now 3 by 7, in place of division, we'll put multiplication sign. This fraction will be reciprocal, so it will look like 7 by 8. Now you see these two numbers we can reduce. 7 1 is 7, 7 1 is 7. So your final answer would be 3 on 8. Okay, so let's do sum number 5 and 7. Question number 5, 3 1 by 2 divided by 8. So first of all, we'll convert this mixed fraction form into the improper form. 3 2s are 6 plus 1 will give you 7 by 2. Give division sign in. Now this we can write as 8 by 1. Now on the next step, what we have to do? 7 by 2, in place of division we'll put multiplication sign. This fraction will be reversed, so it will be 1 on 8. So your final answer would be, because we cannot reduce any number, so 7 1s are 7, 2 8s are 16. So it's the final answer of sum number 5. Students, now let's move on to sum number 7. Sum number 7, that is 3 1 by 5, give division sign. 1 2 by 3. Now both the fractions are in the form of mixed fraction. So the first thing that we'll do, we'll change the mixed fraction form into improper form. So 5 3s are 15 plus 1, 16 by 5, give division sign. 3 1s are 3 plus 2 is 5 upon 3. Yes. Now the next step, 16 by 5, in place of division sign we'll put multiplication sign. Now this fraction will be reciprocal, so we will write in the form of 3 by 5. Now if any number we can reduce, no, we cannot reduce any number. So 16 3s are 48 and 5 5s are 25. Now because this is an improper form, so we can give the answer in the mixed fraction form. So let's divide it, students. Now 25 2s is 50. So it cannot go, so 25 1s are 25. So it would be 3, it would be 2. So your final answer is 123 by 25. Okay, so that's it. This is this was the last sum, that is sum number 7. Now your homework would be all the even numbers, students, that is 2 4 6 and 8 from question number 4. Now let's move on to the new exercise, that is exercise 2.5, and I will explain question number 1. Sum number 1 of exercise 2.5. In this question also we have 6 sums, so I will only explain first 4 sums, and the last 2 sums will be your homework. It's very easy. We'll do the same way, the way we have compared the fractions, that is which fraction was greater, which fraction was smaller, the same way. But the only difference is that now you see, from this exercise we are going to start decimals. Now the first thing, before we get on with this particular thing, I just want to say you how to convert the decimal into the fractional form. So what is the concept? You should know this. Now suppose if any number is in the form of 0.2. Now if I want to convert this 0.2 in the form of fractional form, so what we can write? So we have to consider it on the digits, that is on the right hand side of the decimal. This is called decimal. So we have to consider it on how many digits are there on the right hand side of the decimal. So it is how many digits? 1. So we can write 2 by 10. So this is how we will convert the decimal form to a fractional form. Let's see this one. Okay, now how many digits are there on the right hand side of the decimal? 2. So what we can write? 23 by 100. I hope you are understanding what I am doing. If 2 digits are there, then we will divide this number by 100. If 1 digit is there, then I will divide this number with 10. And suppose if it is like this, 0.167. So now how many digits are there? 3. Yes, now I know that with what we have to divide? We have to divide it by 1000. Absolutely right. Fine. So this is the conception that we have to use in all the sums. Okay. And then we'll compare. We'll first try to make the fractions like one. That is, we'll make the denominator same. In that way, it will be easier to understand that which among these two are which among the two decimals are greater or smaller. Okay, so let's begin. I feel like that now you can understand. Now you will understand all the sums very easily. Now let's begin with question number 1. Now it is given 0.5 or 0.05. The first thing that we'll do, we'll convert the decimal form in the form of fractional form. Okay, so 0.5 will be written as 5 upon 10. Absolutely. Now what about this one? 0.05 will be written as what? After decimal, how many digits? Yes, 0 will also, you have to count 0 also. So how many digits? 1, 2. So 5 by 100. Now you see these two fractions are like fraction? No, as because the denominators are not matching. So LCM of 10 and 100 would be what? 100. Absolutely right, 100. Now we'll write the first fraction, that is 5 by 10. We have to divide this 100 with this 10. The answer will come as what? 10. So we have to multiply this 10 with the numerator and with the denominator. So your answer will come as 50 by 100. Now let's take this fraction, 5 by 100. Now if we divide 100 with 100 by 100, so what is the answer? Very good, it is 1 upon 1. So you will get 5 upon 100. Now you see these two fractions are like fractions. Now just by looking at the numerator, you can just distinguish which fraction is greater. Obviously 50 by 100. So 50 by 100 is greater than 5 by 100, isn't it? Now 50 by 100 we are getting from which one? 5 by 10. So 5 by 10 is greater than 5 by 100. Okay, and 5 by 100 we are getting, 5 by 10 we are getting from which decimal form? 0.5. So we'll write 0.5 is greater than 0.05. So this is your final solution. Right? Same way we will use, we'll apply on all the remaining sums. Fine. So let's do sum number 2. Now this is sum number 2. So what's the first thing that we'll do with this decimal form? We will convert into the fractional form. So how many digits are there after decimal? 1. So we'll write 7 by 10. Now what about this? 0.5 after decimal, how many digits? 1. So we'll write 5 upon 10. Now you see these two fractions are carrying the same denominator. So now we can easily distinguish that which among these two fractions which is greater by just seeing the numerator. So 7 is greater than 5. So what we will write? 7 by 10 is greater than 5 by 10. Now 7 by 10 we are getting from which decimal form? That is 0.7 is greater than 0.5. So it was very easy. So let's move on to sum number 3. Sum number 3, we have 7 and 0.7. So 7 is not carrying any decimal. Okay, so we'll just write 7. And what about this one? 0.7. So 0.7 can be written as 7 by 10. Now this 7 is carrying denominator as 1. So again we see that these two are not like fraction, as because they are not sharing the what? They are not having the same denominator, isn't it? So what are the denominators we are having? 1 and 10. Fine. So we'll find the LCM. So LCM of 1 and 10 would be what? 10. Very good. Now we'll take this fraction, that is 7 by 1. We'll give into sign. If we divide 10 by 1, what is the answer? 10. Very good. Now with this 10, we'll multiply with the numerator as with the denominator also. So we'll get the answer as 70 by 10. Okay. Now we'll write this 7 by 10. Now let's divide this 10 with this 10. So what is the answer? Answer is 1. So we'll multiply this 1 with the numerator as with the denominator, and we'll get the final fractional form as 7 ones are 7, 10 ones are 10. Now we can easily compare these two fractions. So just by looking to the numerator, what we can say? What we can say? That 70 is greater than 70. So 7 by 10 is greater than 7 by 10. So 70 is greater than 7. Now this 70 by 10 we are getting from which one? 7. And this 7 by 10 we are getting from what? 7 by 10 only. Okay. Now if we have any fractional form of 7? No. So we'll write 7 only. And 7 by 10 we are getting from which decimal form? 0.7. As because we have to compare this value, not the fractional value. Fine. So at last we have to provide the decimal form. As this number is not getting any decimal, so I've not given any decimal. Fine. So let's move on to the last sum of question number 1, that is sum number 4. Sum number 4. So we have two decimal forms. So we have to convert this decimal form into the fractional form. So 1.37 we can write as 1. Now this time we have to write this number also. Previously what was happening? 0 was there. So 0 doesn't carry any value if it is on the left hand side, isn't it? So that is the reason I was not writing it. But 1 definitely it has. So 137. So how many digits are there after the decimal? 2. So we'll write 100. Fine. Now the same thing we'll do with this. 1.49 can be written as 149 by what? How many digits? 2. So we'll write 100. Now you see that both these fractions are carrying the same denominator. That means they're like fractions. So just looking to the numerator, we can say which fraction is greater? 149 is greater. So 149 by 100 is greater than 137 by 100, isn't it? Now 149 by 100 we are getting from which decimal form? Yes, 1.49 is greater than 1.37. So this is the solution of sum number 4, and sum number 5 and 6 would be your homework. Okay, so that's it, students. God bless you all. Thank you so much, and stay blessed, all of you.